Then let us begin. In the last episode, after encountering and disposing of the returning Cragmaw raiding party, the Everwatch Rangers made camp for the night. In the morning, they discovered that one of the sacks of loot the raiders were carrying contained a magical set of bracers that added protection to their wearer. These were given to Mao Ba, and the party continued. Within a few hours, the party found a clearing. In the middle of this clearing sat the ruins of an old keep that, in its heyday, stood some 50 feet tall. At every side of the keep were massive turrets with arrow slits carved 10 feet up the side. They hid their wagon, tied up their horse, and spent a period of time surveying the exterior of the keep before deciding on a way in. Almost immediately after breaching the outer wall, the party found the room where their former employer, Gundren Rockseeker, was being held. Killing his goblin guard, they administered a healing potion and sneaked him outside to the edge of the clearing, telling him where they had left their wagon before heading back inside to recover the map. After clearing out a room or two, the Everwatch Rangers found the lair of King Grull, an eccentric bugbear leader of the Cragmaw. They set up a pincer maneuver that began with Fitzgerald casting sleep on the room. This put Grull's pet wolf to sleep, but alerted Grull to their presence. This forced Mao Ba to enter into heated negotiations with the bugbear, after which the Rangers left the castle, having traded a bag of elf ears and a jade statue of a frog for the map to the lost mines of Phandelver. They met back up with Gundren Rockseeker at their wagon, loaded everyone and everything back on, and started back home. And that's where we left off. You have collected Gundren, who is now in your single-axle wagon pulled by a large horse. Let's say that you have made it to camp for the night, and it is the next morning. Is there anything you would like to ask Gundren? Before getting back to Phandalin, that is.
I don't know.
All right. Well, Gundren will ask if you got the map.
Yeah, we got the map. I have it right here.
He will reach for it.
I'm going to pause like 2 seconds and then realize, oh, he wants the map, and then I'll give it to him.
He grabs it, pulls it into his chest, and
bad manners.
sort of wraps himself around it before just curling up in the back of the cart. And that's sort of how he travels for most of the day until you reach Phandalin. Do you go anywhere besides straight to the town hall?
Nah.
Okay.
Town hall sounds okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, we'll put you here and move to the town hall. So,
Oh, Fog of War, yes.
Oh, that fog of war.
It looks like a Japanese. It looks like the rising sun. You
It
know.
does.
oh, stars, I need to close the doors. Got it. Oops. So, you pull the cart up to the front. You help Gundren out. He's beaten all to pieces. You don't stay in a goblin castle and not get pretty worked over. So he's limping, but he does have the map, and he's benefited from a night's sleep. So you head in, and
Wait, is that the token for the dwarf from Witcher?
I don't think so.
It really looks like him.
Hey, listen, man. He can't help that all dwarves look the same.
The woman.
No, yeah. So in you go, and you take him into the office of Sildar.
Oh yes, we do.
Cool. Move yourselves then.
Think it.
Yup.
It is.
Oh God, Fog of War. Can we just turn off Fog of War for this map?
Yeah,
Funny,
I think I
though.
can make that
I like
happen.
moving my character around and just.
It's like, ooh.
Oh, I can move through walls in this map.
You can do shadow puppets.
All right. So you
I
all
live in-
squeeze your way in. Oh, yeah, that was a mistake. Anyway, when you get in, Sildar is ecstatic to see you. Darren Edermath is sitting there as well. They've both been keeping track of the bandits and Glassstaff, who is Iarno. And when you walk in with Gundren, Sildar just shoots straight up out of his chair. Gundren! And Gundren, of course, will run over and, hearty, manly hug, no feminine hugs around here, gentlemen. Tears, And Gundren will say, Sildar, they saved the map. We can... Have you heard anything? And Sildar will tell him no. No, I've not heard anything yet. It's been... Without that map, we don't know where to even begin looking. Over the course of the next couple of minutes, Gundren and Sildar will exchange information that they have, and you learn that what happened initially was that Gundren and his brothers, Thardan and Nundro, Rockseeker... Excuse you, sir. This is a fantasy world.
Did you roll dice with the letters on them and just arrange them?
No, actually, these are their official names. So
Got it.
Gundren, Thardan, and Nundro had discovered the location of this lost mine, and had made maps to find had made maps so they could find it again and bring other people there to help them recover the lost mine. The last that Gundren knew of Thardan and Nundro...
So they found it once?
Yes, they
but
did.
They can't get back to it without a map because they're dumb or something?
Well, how are you supposed to get other people back into your lost mine if you've not made a map?
Usually just say, hey.
Enter.
No. You make a map. That's how you get people from place to place. You don't just say, here's the mountains where it is, keep going in this direction and you'll hit it.
I thought usually follow me worked pretty well, but okay.
It did, unless, that's what you were doing. You can't just have follow me to the mine if you're the one who's getting the supplies and people. This is a pretty new operation they're doing here. That's what the supplies you guys brought to town were for. So, now that they have exchanged pleasantries and information, Sildar will turn to the three of you and ask if you are willing to go with him to this mine.
Fitz responds that yes, he will.
Character voice.
What I was just why were you talking like that? When?
Immediately. If from what we've been able to gather, from what you saw in the Red Brand hideout, someone is up to who knows what with this mine, and that puts Nundro and Thardan in great danger. And quite frankly, the rest of the Sword Coast.
I didn't cut out a bit.
Yeah, he said that it puts Nundro and Thardan at great risk, and the rest of the Sword Coast.
So Nundro, are they at the mine?
Gunnerin will say, that's where I left them. We had just made our way through the outer wall into the upper part of the mine, and we're about to head inside. When we realized what we were having to deal with, they sent me back to Neverwinter to pick up supplies.
Well, we've come this far. We may as well head out. Do you need to visit a healer first, Gundren?
Yes. Yes. And Sildar will take care of that while you three restock for the journey forward. He plans to... It's about midday now that you guys are back. And he plans to leave at first light in the morning.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right. As you start to leave, let me see. What is your? Let's have perception checks from the three of you.
I perceive everything.
Okay.
I perceive little.
Proceed.
I want alcohol. That's the problem here.
Flame. You notice that one of the bandits is missing. Both of the bandits are missing, but that's a technical problem on my end. There were two bandits in the cage in the cell to the left, but now there's only one.
Mistake.
On my screen, there's 2.
Are they
On
really
my
there?
screen, there's none. So Flame stole the one from my screen and put it on his.
So there's really how very strange.
Yeah,
I
there's
see one
there. There's one here,
that
and
was
one
just a
here.
Georgiana.
Okay. There's not supposed to be, and I have completely lost them.
Yeah, no, they're not on my screen.
Not here.
Why'd you turn them to flame?
I need you
He's
guys to equally
hallucinating.
distribute your tokens, please.
Okay.
Okay,
I'll just
let's
draw
go.
one in.
Let's go this way.
Oh yeah, don't make me use my mad rectangle drawing skills.
Yeah, imagine that there are none, and then imagine that there's only one, because there is only one in the cell.
Okay, I'll be like, what happened to the other bandit?
Here we go.
Thanks, appreciate that.
Wow, just that square right over my frowny face.
Here, wait, oh shit. Guys, I fucked up.
Okay,
Okay,
everybody chill.
There, now it's in your front.
Cool.
Damn
okay,
you.
we're just
So
gonna
mad.
leave it just like that then.
It's
If
red,
you ask,
obviously.
do you actually do ask?
Yes.
Okay. Darren Edermath will tell you that the night after you left, we had what can only be described as an assassination attempt. A snake crawled in through the window and attempted to kill both of the bandits, and I have no doubt that it would have tried to go for Glassstaff as well. We were able to dispose of
snake?
the body.
A snake?
Yes. Of all things, a snake with wings. We couldn't get to the bandit that it did bite immediately. Unfortunately, he passed, but we were able to dispose of the snake before it got to anyone else.
What? Do you have the snake's body?
Does he have it? No. They disposed of it.
Which red brand person was it? Was
Just
it the one we
one of the
initially
bandits.
captured, or was it the one we captured in the dungeon?
Oh, it was the one you captured in the dungeon.
Okay, cool. I didn't care for him.
You did, however, like the one that accosted you in the streets?
Oh yeah,
Oh, cool.
he's got a personality. The other guy was a
He did,
bitch
yeah.
and just cried and shit. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, the other one was kind of like Stacy or whatever.
The one that's still left will come up to the boss. He tried to kill me, he did. I saw him sneaking through the window.
Nice.
Okay.
So was
Very
it like
proud
an
of you.
was it an actual snake or was it like a druid as a snake?
Oh no,
Would
it
you
was
know?
it was very definitely an actual snake.
What was its
What
name?
made it target those three?
Sildar and Gundren have left. They've gone to find Sister Garael.
So we were just asking questions, and then they're like, "Fuck it," and they just walk out.
That's very Sildar, yes. I think what our DM is trying to tell us that it was an assassination attempt. The Black Spider.
Who is a DM?
Good question. I'm pretty sure it's Darren Eder Math. Not sure.
That's not quite how. Oh, very well then.
Math or Eder. Ooh, what a.
Don't you have things to do?
Don't you have things to do?
What's 2 + 2? Aren't you Eder Math?
We're going to pause, reset, start over.
Eder Math.
You are now currently aware that there was an assassination attempt on the bandits, and it got one of them, but they were able to. Darren has been here in the jail watching over them, and he was able to get the snake before it got anyone else. The snake had wings.
So it was a wyvern.
No, it was a snake with wings.
That's not what a
Get
snake
fucked.
is.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna shout over at Yarno. Hey, how does it feel to have a leader that tries to kill you? Walk out. And I'm going to go to the
Last
inn.
effort.
I'm now at the inn.
As thanks, appreciate it. As you leave, let's say Fitz leaves immediately after Thanar and Malbob roll insight.
Roll what?
Insight.
Okay. I'm
Oh,
very
okay.
insightful.
Yep, that'll do. Iarno appears to be hiding something after Thanar said that. Something related to what Thanar said.
Emotionally hiding it or physically hiding?
Emotionally.
Okay.
I don't know how to deal with it. Like, what does he look like? Is he like squeamish or something?
No, he's sitting in his chair or on the cot. He's sitting in his chair, and he appears to be hiding a wry smile.
That's a lot weirder than what I expected.
Okay, I'll be like, what are you smiling about?
Moon 2S.
You'll say, the Black Spider isn't responsible for everything around here. Sure, he was useful to me, but he didn't have anything to do with that snake.
Who did?
That's a very interesting question.
He's
Why
like the
would
worst.
I tell you?
Wait, what
What'd
did
you
you say?
He said, that's a very interesting question. Why would I tell you?
Because I asked. That's normally how questions work. I don't know. I don't know why you wouldn't tell
You're
me.
a sweet kid. Don't get yourself killed out there.
I mean, that's the plan.
There's a long moment of awkward silence.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
as
like
you
walk
stare
away
at
after
each other.
that. Just walk away after that.
Okay.
I was going.
I'm not getting information out of him, so
You
I
asked
just
like
thought he-
one question. Okay. So off
Okay,
you
but
go.
the dude went up.
Off you go to
Yeah.
Vandalin proper.
I'm not
You
gonna
didn't
like.
ask the prop. Try.
if
I
you-
wanted to tilt him and then leave him with Flame, but Flame failed me.
What? I mean, what am I supposed? There's like not gonna drill
You mean the
someone for
highest
hiding.
charisma in the fucking party?
My character,
You
someone when they're
don't
trying to hide
have
something.
to drill him.
Dude, it's hard to have high charisma and personally not have any charisma, like as a human. It's very difficult. Okay.
It's okay, we forgive you.
Just imagine my character is actually charismatic, because I don't know how to do that.
Just wink a lot.
Oh yeah, you just
Like,
go around
like
winking,
finger
guns.
winking at
Do you like a lot
random
of-
people.
Like a lot of
Just-
finger guns too, and just like slide in and cool beans and like wink and leave.
And walk away with him.
And that's why your character does not have charisma.
That's why my character.
That's
would
like
love
a special
Cortez.
type of charisma, though. It's like pseudo charisma.
What are we doing now? Are we
Okay.
going to the inn?
All right, so you guys have left the townmaster's hall. You take the horse back to Barthen, and the cart as well. You return those to him. He will let you know that those are yours to borrow whenever you would like, as his personal thanks for being such a boon to the town. Later on down the road, as time passes, you will pass the Shrine of Luck and see Gundren and Sildar both being attended to by Sister Garael in the actual shrine hall itself. As you leave Barthen's provisions, you see a small wagon rumbling out north to Tribor Trail, and it is being driven by a very lovely woman with long black hair and a black cloak around her shoulders, and she goes straight past you and onto the trail.
Have we seen?
No,
She's
you
Red
haven't.
Brand with her black hood.
Yeah, fair.
You've not seen her before. She
And
appears
where
to
did you know
have...
you said
Huh?
she went? Where?
North to Tribor Trail.
Oh,
Where'd she come from?
Where
Where
All
did
you
you
know
go?
is the center of town.
Oh, okay.
who was that?
I bet the innkeeper no.
Oh, that's
Good point.
Okay. Let me see. Is there anything else I need to... Nope. All right. So where are you going?
What time is it? Isn't it like night?
Yeah, it's been a couple of hours since you guys got into town. It's getting into late afternoon towards evening.
Let's go to Stonehill Inn, I guess.
So you go into
Thoughts?
you go into the inn.
Because we've been like traveling all day, right?
Yes, you have. You're a dirty mess.
Yeah, I feel like I'd just clean up and
Question: do time zones exist in Faerun?
Does the sun exist in Faerun?
Yes, the sun does exist in Faerun.
Does
But
the
do they
moon
have-
Days are
exist?
answered.
It is a normal sun. It is not in any way dark. The joke there
Does
is
the
that
moon
there is
exist?
another setting called dark sun.
Is it wayward?
It is leeward.
Do they have
Does
time
the
zones
moon
though?
exist?
Probably. Like I actually don't know. I would imagine that anywhere that does have, any
Time.
round Earth that uses the same
Well,
Well, are
time
you
Time
assuming the
measure.
Earth is round right now? Hello?
Okay,
Hello?
hold on. Let's meme it down a little bit.
Whoa,
Okay,
guys,
you
does
don't
that
have
mean
to
the
answer
map
my
is?
first
Does
question
that
'cause
mean
it's
the
a whole
map of
meme.
Faerun that we've always seen is messed up because it's just a Mercator projection? Have we been fooled this entire time?
Oh my
Yes,
god!
you are the fools.
It actually is 120 feet across.
Oh my head. Okay, so yeah, there are probably time zones, but they're stretched further than you could travel in a day or two.
So,
Yeah.
that question came to my head, but I wanted to know.
Yeah, no, it's an interesting question and one I'll probably wind up looking into later. So you're in the Stonehill Inn. On seeing you enter, the innkeeper will look you up and down, and then call for one of the girls that helps around the place, and ask them to draw you each a bath. Heat up some water for you. When you get to your rooms, that is prepared. You may clean up and prepare for the rest of the evening.
I want to go to him and ask him a question.
All right. What can I do for you?
Have you seen? There was this woman earlier on a horse. She had a black cloak and black hair. I was wondering if you knew anything about her.
Black, sort of a very pretty lady, you would say?
Yeah, she went off to Tribor Trail.
Wearing all black. It could be Halia. That sounds a lot like the sort of way that she dresses. Halia? Halia Thornton? She runs
Talia?
the Miners Exchange.
Oh.
Talia with
Halia.
God, I've had it wrong this entire time.
Really?
Yeah, her name is on the map.
Is it?
Damn, that feels bad, man.
Southwest of Harbin Wester's home.
Oh yeah, I don't even look down there.
Yeah.
This
What
is
are you doing
useless.
to the Southwest?
Maybe I don't.
Ollie, oh yeah. I've never looked at that tag in my entire life before now.
Neat. Thanks.
Oh, well, thank you. That's all I had questions for.
You said she was leaving town.
Yeah, she headed off to Tribor Trail, it seemed like.
Odd, she didn't tell any of us. Oh well, whatever's her own business, I suppose.
Well, thank you for your time.
Oh, not at all. Let me know if there's anything else I can do for you.
Fitz is going to nod and walk back to the group.
Okay. So I assume that, are you going to tell them anything?
No.
Fitz got his answers, he's good?
Yeah, if it comes up again. Nay.
All right. So you're going to get cleaned up. It'll be, let's say, another couple of hours, and you'll be, let's go ahead and have you back down in the common room of the inn, cleaned up, fresh clothes, polished your weapons and all. It's towards the end of the evening. Yeah, the beginning of the evening.
Here, I'll link it.
I'm assuming that you have
It's a meme.
you've ordered food and are eating when Sildar will come in. So help me.
It's a good thing you're not in a chat.
Meme too much.
I'm just trying to run a game here, boys. That's all I'm doing.
You said the bats were drawn, so I drew a bat. Hello.
We would meme you to not exist.
It's really bad sometimes.
It's real rough, guys. I'm trying to do my best, and sometimes it's hard, you know. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh shit! I forgot to put water in the bath. It's not even.
So help.
It's fine. Gear's tears can fill it.
Aww.
All right. So Sildar will come in and bring Gundren with him. You see the interaction as they speak with the innkeeper, and Gundren is led upstairs. He looks a lot better than he did, but still very weak, very tired. And once Gundren has a room, Sildar will come over to you, and we'll sit down, say, so the plan is, as we established, to leave bright and early tomorrow morning. We'll stop by Barthen's before we leave to make sure that we've got all the supplies we need. If there's anything you need to do in town, you should probably get that done this evening.
I have a question for you, actually.
Yes.
Did you know that Holly left?
Halia? Thornton?
Yeah. Yeah.
I was unaware. I wonder why she'd leave.
I saw her leaving town. She was heading to Tribor Trail.
I mean, it's her own business, of course, but that seems like a strange time of year for a lovely lady like herself to be leaving on her own. She was on her own, wasn't she?
As far as I could see, yeah.
And he stands and thinks for a minute. Did she have anything with her?
I don't think so.
You will remember that she was on a wagon, pulling a small wagon, and let me see here. Give me what's a good one here to remember your own brain? Give me an intelligence saving throw against forgetfulness.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
isn't his intelligence like shit?
No, it's his
his
strongest
wit.
stat.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Okay. All right.
Dude,
so he rolled a 4.
It's only been a
Plus
couple
5.
hours.
Yeah, it's been a couple hours. You had a nice warm bath, chilling, relaxing. The wagon had some bags in it, a couple of boxes.
Okay. Oh, wait, actually, she did. She was pulling a wagon on her horse. It had some boxes and such, and I couldn't tell what was in them, though.
Do you have a
So
minute
you
to
up
come
high
with?
enough, could ya?
What?
No, you have to say that again. That was in character.
Me?
Yes, you.
Oh yeah, that was in character. Couldn't see up high enough then, could ya?
Oh, come on! Your mom said I was tall for a gnome, asshole.
Sildar looks concerned, and
I'm
will
gonna hold
ask
my
you.
hand high above my head, waiting for hand to get or flame to get. Sorry, Malba to give me a high five.
Yeah, I'm not going to. I chuckled, but I'm not gonna give a high five.
I drop it on Flame's head. My hand.
Sildar looks.
like kinda
Sildar
dodged.
looks
I dodged.
worried, concerned, and says, "Do you have a moment to come with me?"
What?
He says,
mic
"Do you
was
have a
pretty bad
moment
tonight,
to come with me?"
Yes?
For all of us, or just
Yes,
Puff
all
Daddy?
of you.
Oh, sure.
All right.
Puff Daddy.
He did.
He starts out the front door of the Stonehill Inn, determination written across his face, and he makes his way down past the woodworker's house to the miners' exchange, and he knocks on the door. Just bangs on the door. Nothing. He gives it a few minutes, and then still nothing. He tries the handle, looks inside the windows, all the lights are dark.
If you're gonna force an enter, just do it already.
I don't think that'll be necessary, at least not yet. And he starts out around the back and goes to her house and does the same thing. And he knocks on the door. No answer. He tries the handle, and the door swings open. The interior of the house is completely dark. There's not a sound.
What do I see? Because dark vision, BB.
It is a modestly appointed home. You enter into sort of just a common area. You see a table with some chairs around it. Behind that, in the room directly behind, is an area with like a couch and a couple of chairs, a coffee table, if you will, and a bookshelf.
Are there any light sources?
There are no light sources on, though there
Cool.
is a candle on the table.
I snap it on with prestidigitation.
There we go. All right, the candle lights up, and you see everything that I've just described. There's also a lantern on the table deeper in that you could also snap on if you wanted.
Turn that bitch on too.
Okay, you start lighting up every light source that is not on. As you do, what you see is the place has been tossed. Like someone has been rifling through everything, and there's paper all over the floor, and it's just a mess in here.
Why would she leave it like?
I have an idea. No, I
Care
hope.
to share?
Yeah, I'm hoping I'm wrong. And he will start poking through. He'll start poking through. And
You know it's rude to go through a woman's stuff.
no, she's not here anymore. She left. She left, and I don't think she's planning on coming back. And he keeps digging, and he winds up in her room, in her closet.
Oh,
There is a secret door that he bursts his way through. And what you see inside is a wrought iron cage. The door is
Ooh.
open. The cage is small, like you would imagine.
Would a gnome fit inside it?
A gnome would fit inside it, but it would be tight.
Okay.
And lining the bottom of this cage, let me see here. Roll me investigation, each of you.
I was waiting the entire time. Roll a 10.
Okay.
did it roll?
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I rolled an 11.
Thanar, you are digging around in the front of the room while the rest of the front of the house, while everyone else is in this closet area. Sildar will be poking through, and he scoops something out of the bottom of this cage and holds it up to Fitz and Malba, and you see that it is what you would describe as shed skin from a snake.
Hey, that's very not good.
Hey, that's pretty good.
And he'll throw it back in the cage and storm out into the main area. And he'll look around and sees a desk. When he does, he walks over to it, rips it open, and starts rifling through pages. There's not a lot in there that's not been taken, but eventually he finds what he was looking for. Give me just a second here to make sure I have the right thing.
I'm gonna whisper to Malba. I'm gonna say, "We knew the miners' exchange was sketchy the whole time. This doesn't exactly come as a surprise to me."
You're not wrong.
Hold on. There we go. And as he's digging through, he eventually pulls out a scrap of paper that was caught under something in the back. And he looks at it, scans it, growls, just, "Ah!" and then turns and hands it to both of you. And what you see is this symbol at the bottom of the piece of paper.
That's a pretty cool looking symbol.
That is the symbol.
Look, it's a wyvern.
I hate all of you so much. It's not even cool. And he will tell you that that is the symbol of the Zentarum.
The who?
No. They're a group of assassins and cut purses, and they're the lowlives of Faerun. They stalk the Sword Coast looking to amass wealth for themselves and power. They're everything that the rest of us have been fighting against, and they were right here.
What does the black dot represent?
Coin.
Huh.
But what reason would the Zentarum have to execute Yarna?
I'm not sure, but I'm beginning to get a good idea. If I'm correct. Well, I'll talk to you, Yarno. You get ready for tomorrow. This changes nothing. We still leave at dawn.
Cool. Does he leave?
Yes, he will.
Can we roll to loot her house?
He will go out the front door, expecting you to follow. He will actually stand at the door and motion you guys out.
I'll go.
Fitz casts like a longing glance at the unlooted treasure that's potentially be found. And he walks out.
Okay.
And I live with Malwa.
Okay. He will again say, if there's anything you need to do, get it done. We'll leave you in the morning. And he just heads off.
I'm gonna say to the gang, this is basically the mayor's fault.
What did the mayor have to do with this?
He knew they were sketchy and he didn't do anything the whole time.
I think his head was too far somewhere to notice.
What time is it?
It's getting towards evening. The sun's going down. It's getting a little dark.
Okay.
And
left?
while you
Never
have
mind,
been
go ahead.
talking on the front porch, Sildar has left.
Cool. He said he was leaving. I'm not surprised. Oh.
This town has so few people in it, and half of them suck, it looks like.
Yeah. Do you guys want to go bully Sally? I've
She wasn't
actually
even there when we went to the town master's hall. She didn't work.
actually
anymore,
forgotten
like-
what her name is at this point.
Wait, who?
I think it's Sarah.
Sarah.
It is Sarah.
It is Sarah. Okay, my bet was Sally.
Sarah is currently taking care of her sister, Myrna Dendrar.
It's been like 3 days. Get over it.
Whoa! Hold on.
Out of
Fucking
character. Out of
lawful
character.
good my ass.
Out of character. Out of character. Out
Oh,
of
you're
character.
awful.
Facepalm already fixed her door. Like, dude, get over it. Just marry him already.
Ugh.
Dars. Okay. Wow. Apparently,
I don't
we're
know, I
going
like
into
Mira.
the dark
I'm
timeline.
in a very meme mode right now, and it's unhealthy.
Sally can fuck off. Get back to your job. You don't have paid leave in this town.
So
I bet I could give her some maternity leave.
What the fuck?
okay, I
No
need to
one likes
grasp.
orcs because they rape women.
I need to firmly grasp the all of this and bring it back under heel. So, what are you doing in character in this game of Dungeons and Dragons?
Y'all
We
want
did-
to... I wouldn't say y'all. Do you guys want to do anything else before we leave tomorrow?
We made it inside the miners' exchange, and that was where Halia worked. We could poke around there with authority as deputies, of course.
I like the sound of your idea for once.
I'll go with just to make sure you guys don't steal anything.
Okay.
You shouldn't come.
About glare. Like, wow, you think a soldier would steal anything? That wasn't an enemy's?
Okay, I'm not looking at you though.
Yeah, but I gave you a glare anyway.
I mean, I didn't see the glare.
Does it matter? The intent was there.
All right, so
I'm gonna whisper to Thanar, and I'm gonna be like, with this much looking he's done, he's gonna have his neck hurt after this.
So Thanar has just been arrested with intent to glare. So you guys are going to go check out the miners' exchange?
Yeah.
Okay. How do you wish to proceed?
Are there any windows?
There are windows. There's also the
Are there
front
any
door,
walls?
and there's also
We
the
tried
back
front
door.
Did Halia run the miners' exchange, or did you work there?
She ran the miners'
She ran
exchange.
Okay. Front door.
We tried the front door.
All right.
Oh.
So you rattle the front
around.
door, and it's locked.
Back door.
All right. You go to the back door. It is also locked.
Do the windows roll up? Are
You
they
go-
like modern windows?
There are windows. Yes.
I mean, but do they like open, or do these just like
Yeah, they
solid
open.
glass windows? Okay.
They're essentially shutters, and they are latched, and they open out.
Ugh. Ugh. Well,
Well, that's unfortunate. I guess we're done here, guys.
I Tanner, do you want to try breaking and
how-
entering? As deputies, of course.
How sturdy are these shutters?
How sturdy is your warrant?
How sturdy is she's a confirmed criminal?
Or, hear me out, maybe she's being framed. You don't even know. You're not.
Maybe it was in her fucking house.
We're gonna do a couple of things.
The Z people and
The Zentarum,
yeah, that.
the most well-known criminal guild in all of Faerun.
That's like a shitty zombie movie. The Z people.
I didn't have it pulled up on my screen, and I was. in
I
an
didn't either, you
argument.
dumb.
Okay, what are we
Oh,
doing?
boy.
Well, currently you're
Currently-
arguing with each other, which I'm enjoying. Thanar.
Which we are arguing in character.
Yes. No. This
Yeah,
is perfect.
How solid are these shutters?
You are a half-orc. You have a
Ah.
sword and a battle axe. Not that sturdy.
Does anyone have lock-picking skills?
I wish.
No?
Generally,
So bad.
generally that's a dexterity thing.
Oh, I'll open the door for you guys. Yeah, never.
I'm gonna grab my axe and I'm going to slowly start taking it off my belt while looking at Noah.
Okay.
Oh god, Fitz hates this.
I
But
need.
he wants it
At
anyways.
Naba.
Okay.
Hey, if you don't want to get caught with us, do you want to try unlocking the door for us?
That's literally not how I'm gonna do that.
Then
I'm
I'm
trying to
Starting
prevent
to
you
walk
from
towards
breaking
the
law.
window.
Okay. Thanar is moving towards the window while you two argue with each other.
This is your last chance. Look at him.
And with my supreme knowledge of carpentry, I'm gonna try and smash coaches.
Okay. Now, before that happens, you are looking at this window and the shutters on it. And you reel back, and I need an insight check.
Oh, we probably should have looked for traps.
Okay.
Buggers.
As you wind up to smash through this window, you get a flash of insight as you realize that one way or the other, the Miners' Exchange was a legitimate business. A lot of people around the area did use the Miners' Exchange to exchange the things that they got in the field for money and better equipment, things like that.
Okay, I'm gonna give you some honest, out-of-character feedback. I thought it was super sketchy, and I didn't know that it was an honest thing.
Well, so
I had no idea, just a total obvious front.
Well, so think about this. What are you supposed to do with raw ore? You know, if you're not a blacksmith or someone who can work it, you have to sell it somewhere to someone who knows how to handle that. And that's sort of what the Miners' Exchange is. So you get the idea that it may not be received super well.
It's a wood shutter. I could fix it.
Okay, first of all, people are gonna be like, "Oh shit, someone's trying to break into the Miners' Exchange." There's even more bad people.
I doubt anyone will even hear it.
Okay, the next day when they see a broken ass window, they're like, "Now there's even more trouble in our town."
This single broken ass window. We'll put some caution tape over it.
Really? Okay, is that how we're gonna go?
A window with a giant ass fucking in it.
Okay,
Hello?
Facepalm, what's your decision?
Okay, I'm holding my axe over my head while staring at Malba. Do you want to try or?
What? Literally, why would anything of importance be in here? She works
You haven't
here.
made this argument yet.
Why would we need to break in here? Everything of importance that she would hide, that's secretive, would probably be in her house. Not her place of work where a bunch of people travel through. Logically speaking.
Maybe I just wanted to do this because it sounded fun. I think Malba's right.
Oh my goodness.
Flame, is your name, is your first name Mao and last name Ba? Do we call you Mr. Ba?
Yeah, my first name's Mao.
we just go around calling. It's like Fitzgerald Bristlebank. It's just calling you first and last name.
Calling me my first and last name, but I did not stop you once.
Oh my god.
Okay, so I didn't know this either. I thought that was your first name.
I could have always figured, but I wasn't going to call him Mao.
Just came to me.
Mao Ba is better probably, just because Mao is weird.
Like Mao Zedong,
Sure.
the former chairman of the Communist Party of China.
Yep.
Mass murderer.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet you're named after a mass murderer, Flame. Is that what you're named after?
What's China?
Oh, now we get into the real questions. This is some multiverse garbage. China doesn't exist in the land of Faerun. All right,
okay, Tanner, I'm kind of backtracking on this whole plan.
Was there a plan?
Shut up, DM. You're not my real dad.
Daddy Meister.
Moving on.
That. Don't say that.
All right, so have you abandoned the plan to break into the Miners' Exchange, or are we still talking it out?
Break-in, it was an investigation.
Jesus fuck.
Yes, the plan is abandoned.
Here's a thought. What if you climbed to the top and shoved the gnome down the chimney?
That did cross my mind, but I didn't,
I'm not Santa Claus!
Not yet.
Do they have a Santa version in Faerun?
Krampus.
There is not a Santa Claus, to the best of
my
knowledge.
Fitz has found his occupation after he quits adventuring.
Just a 20th level adventurer starts a new religion based around his ability to enter all of the houses around the world.
Yet you're not even that dexterous and stealthy.
Whatever, he can learn, dude.
All right, true. So are you going to try to break into this place, or are you heading back to get ready for the next day?
I'll lower my axe and say, all I'm saying is it could be a potential front. She did kill someone here after all. Or maim, I'm not sure. I think
Maim.
No? Nothing? Okay.
Sorry. What? Who did she maim here? I don't remember that.
I don't know, but she maimed a dude.
When you guys first
She
got
maimed a
here,
minor.
when you guys first got here, when Sarah brought you the paperwork and you were going through it, the police reports that nobody was there to take care of, you uncovered that Halia had a couple of encounters where some miners got, shall we say, fresh and or violent, and she took care of them by stabbing them at least once until they decided that it would be better to leave her alone.
Hardcore.
Okay, so are we done with this place? Have
Okay.
I successfully
Yeah, yes.
defended a public building?
Yeah, I think it's privately owned, but anyway.
Technically speaking, I think it's probably on the market now that she's left.
Yeah,
So,
we were
Okay,
looking
how
for an
much
open
money do we
house.
have? How much money do we have?
you have a lot of money.
Okay. Can we buy the manor?
Oh my god.
I mean,
Yeah! Yeah!
I mean,
Fizzlebang Flippers, a house flipping business.
Yes.
I love it.
it. We got a carpenter. It's all good.
You forgot how excited I was about that.
okay. I would say that is something that you should probably do a little bit later.
So like 2 a.m. instead of like 9 p.m.
Guys, I want you to look at the bottom of the map and I just missions.
Jerks. It's the worst.
I think the world might be flat, guys.
The world wasn't wide enough for both Hamilton and me.
Guys, it's growing! The earth is stretching!
Oh my god, it's so big. Whoa, dude.
All
It's
right,
actually
moving
6,
on.
7 feet. It's so much larger than what it says, dude. Oh my
so
god, look
so
at that.
you make your
That
way
means my
back.
dick grew at least 1 inch.
You make your way to the townmaster's hall.
Guys, I feel really tall for some reason.
No, you don't.
Oh!
You guys make your way away from the miners' exchange and back to the Stonehill Inn,
This is such a good campaign.
where you sit at a table and eat food or whatever that isn't making fun of my map. You do have the rough idea in the back of your head that nobody owns the manor at this point.
Yes.
That might be something to look into in the future. But not right now, because you're about to leave to take care of business in the morning. Is there anything in particular that you would like to look into or do, or anyone you'd like to speak to before bedding down for the night so you can leave in the morning?
I don't know, unless you guys want to talk to me or troll Sally, we're kind of out.
Yeah, I'm ready to take a sleeper.
All right. So
A sleeper agent.
you sit
Just
down
like-
at the table. You're talking about the next day. It is getting late. You're drinking, perhaps. Do you drink to excess?
No, I don't.
Okay.
How about drink?
Oh yeah.
I mean, just like a casual beer with the bros. But
Are
that's about
monks
it.
A
allowed
cold
to
one
drink?
with the boys.
Yes,
I
as a
mean-
matter of fact, they are. One of the
Okay.
monk subclasses is the drunken master. I have played one of those before, and he is the best.
I mean, it's not like I follow like a super religion or something that would prohibit
you're
me
a monk.
from.
Yeah, it's more physical training, physical and mental training than an actual like worshipful religious thing.
Okay.
Like I more worship the art of monkery.
He's a monkist. And you're talking about all this stuff. You're cracking open
Talking
a couple
about
cold
monk
one with the
religions?
bros.
It's the boys, dumbass.
Even better. And night falls, you sleep, and everything that happens when you take a long rest happens. So if you have taken any damage, reset that. If you've lost any spell points, reset that. Key points, that. Superiority dice, all that.
Do you mean what are superior?
I didn't use any key.
Never mind.
Oh, okay.
How did you not use anything? These fights must not be hard enough.
No, because you guys kept killing everything before.
Yeah,
I got
no,
in the
you and I
room.
did work. I had a bunch of spell slots missing.
Yeah,
Like straight up, I think I stabbed one thing because I had to bring what's his face back to the forest.
yeah. You did a backhand around the wall into a guy's throat, kill a goblin.
Yes, I did.
It was a beautiful moment. You did a very good job. So the next morning comes. The sun rises. It is, let us say 7:30.
Didn't dawn earlier than that, or am I just wrong?
It is normally earlier than that, but that's when you get up and then you have to get dressed.
Do they do daylight savings in this?
It is presently not daylight savings time.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Or they just say the sun's above us.
yeah, essentially there is the telling of time, but
Is there
more,
a town crier?
There is, yes.
I
Does he
played a town
alert
crier.
everyone that the sun is rising and the sun
I
is
played a town
falling
crier in
the morning?
Cinderella. That was a terrible role.
So there's like a moment.
The town cry is our DM because he cries over all of it.
Yeah, honestly.
Damn!
Yeah, honestly. The sun rises and the bell in the townmaster's hall rings. Ding, 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 ding. And if you listen gently off in the distance, near the town green, you hear, "Good morning, Fandolin, and welcome to a bright new day."
What's the town crier's name?
Ted Cruz by the sound of his voice.
Yes, his name is Ted. You've not asked him his last name. You've not seen him all that much. He spends a lot
I've
of
heard
time.
stories though.
Huh?
I've
Where does he
heard
live?
many
Where's
of
his house?
stories.
He lives north of town, up past Barthen's area, sort of over here-ish. You're not entirely sure. You've not gotten very close with Ted.
That needs to change when we get back.
Yeah, I
All
mean,
that
was gonna
shit
say.
he gets on Twitter and starts liking stepmom porn.
in fairness, like you guys haven't had an awful lot of opportunity to, interact with a lot of the locals, especially not Ted the Town Crier, which is
Ted
not a name I
Cruz,
just came
Town
up
Crier.
with based on what you
Let's
said and
go.
I'm writing down.
And I've gotten.
I wonder
image
if
for you
he's
guys.
gonna also murder people, like half the people in this town.
Yeah, his town has a population of like 40, and then the murderer population is like 20.
Let us actually go ahead and say that Sildar comes by, and we'll gather you. Is everyone ready to head out? He will ask.
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, then. We'll swing by Barthen's on our way out and head into the hills. And that's what you do.
We go to Barthen's first, or
Yes, you go by Barthen's first. Barthen has a pack set up for each of you. Each of you get a healing potion. So now I think some of you have 2.
I have 3.
All right. So each of you get a healing potion. You also get standard
Healing
rations.
potion or lesser healing potion?
A lesser healing potion. So just
Okay.
a standard healing potion.
Okay.
So it starts at standard and goes up. So you each get another healing potion. You each get standard rations. Who has a healer's kit?
I have 2.
You have 2? Okay.
Yeah.
Aren't they infinite? Why do you need 2?
They have 10 uses each.
Ah, 10.
Oh.
So essentially infinite.
That's a lot, yeah.
I've used 1.
So you also, essentially any of your pack items, so some of you have Adventurer's Pack, Scholar's Pack, those things.
I don't even know what's in those.
Those are
I
refilled.
have cook utensils.
Nice, dude.
I have
I'm a
navigator's
gourmet
tools.
chef.
You also have woodworking tools, Thanar.
Yeah, do you have carpenter tools?
Wink. I have a book of lore. What the gear? What is a book of lore?
Book of Lore?
It's in the Scholar's Pack.
That's interesting. You should probably look into that later.
I have a bag of sand. Well, it doesn't have any more info on Roll20. It just says a
Wait,
book
can you use
of lore.
pocket sand?
I have pocket sand.
So you've got the Scholar's Pack, yeah.
Scholar's Pack. I just picked it because it sounded cooler than whatever the other one was.
Yeah. And
Fun fact, the thief's 1,000 ball bearing, which is kind of weird. I found
That's
that
a
out.
lot of ball.
You throw them at people, you're running away.
I found
You
that
get a lot
out
of them.
when I played a thief. I was like, this is weird.
Yep. The ball bearings are used for like making difficult terrain for your opponents as you run away.
It's Tom and Jerry, dude.
Very literally. I mean, you can actually slip on ball bearings. Like we're talking like marble-sized ball bearings here. So anyway, you get all that stuff together. The wagon is once again loaded. The horse is once again hitched. And the 4 of you head off into Tribord Trail and towards the lost mine of Fandelver.